I think I'll just do this. Alright. I gotta sit up. I'm not gonna really start doing stuff till 5.
In a solo game of Realm Royale.
Where they at, Brian? In the house? What's going on?
They're all around it.
Oh, I see one just went to the bottom stairs window.
Baby, look at this kill.
Oh, there's a chicken.
Got one chicken.
Bitch.
Got two chicken.
There's one outside still.
Got another one chicken outside. There's one more chicken somewhere.
Fighting bolt staff up front.
Did you get viewers? That was only 3.
Headshot. I think. Oh fuck me. Oh my god, the worst. Fucking A, dude. Why is everyone a goddamn amazing player right now?
Did you get viewers for that or no?
Yes, yeah.
Alright, that was J Matrix's squad.
Oh my god.
You guys beat him?
Yeah.
That ain't over yet, man.
No.
We beat that squad anyway.
Oh.
Yep.
I can't believe I outplayed that.
Fucking A, man.
I need to click this. Oh no, this door!
It's kind of funny how this is doing this, baby. You see, it like keeps switching to other clips, but it's showing it in like comic book form.
Oh, 20 players.
Yeah, it's like it only happened to us.
No, I'll have
So I have a question for you. Is Skull Chaos good for a mage?
Let's see.
Skull Chaos is great for squads.
I got 3 kills already.
Because most people are gonna have more than one person, and it's really good in general. Because like if someone pops a turret down, you can throw it and it'll bounce off the turret.
I've never seen that.
This has happened to me twice.
You got no chickens? You got no chickens?
Nice.
Yes!
Yes! Chicken's packed.
Oh, it's just chicken.
There's 2.
I need a fucking soul gun.
Nice.
Oh, I hit her with the flare! Come on,
Soul gun
come on,
that
this chicken!
good?
She took 435.
No soul gust. It was just
Woo!
Nice!
a sniper.
Oh no! Yeah!
There's
you clip
still
that?
no soul gust. Oh.
You're gonna get a gold soul gust. Be careful. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hit you for 750. Good.
Ow!
Good shit! Oh, they're fighting each other too.
I'm jumping!
Me too.
Woo!
Good game. Soul gust. Ah, hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah, boys!
Yeah, boys!
Woo!
Money!
Watch, baby. Watch how it transitions. It'll do. Hold on, I'll let you know when it does it. It's gonna. It's went back to another clip.
They're all around it.
Oh, I see one just went to the bottom.
Man, excuse me. Thank you. That shit.
Oh, there's chicken.
Damn. Thanks.
Got one chicken.
Bitch!
Got two chicken.
There's one outside still.
Got another one one chicken outside. There's one more chicken somewhere.
Alright, watch, baby.
Lighting bolt staff up front.
Did you get viewers? That was only
Headshot.
three.
I killed.
And then, like, transitions. It's pretty cool.
Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, the worst. Fucking A, dude. Why is everyone a goddamn amazing player right
Make
now?
a push to
Do you
lumber.
get viewers for that or no?
Yes, yeah.
Alright, that was J Matrix's squad.
You guys beat him?
Yeah,
It ain't over yet, man.
we beat that squad anyway.
Man, I can't believe we won that game last night, Floyd. The one at Fungal.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah.
nuts.
I can't believe I outplayed that fucking assassin. I need to put the color on. Oh no, the star!
My fault again for running in like that one game.
Oh yeah, that sucked. You just, I mean, it's a learning thing. You'll learn.
And by the time you learn, Realm will be over.
And especially if if we're split up 2 and 2, just keep fighting with your battle buddy at that point. Like, you shouldn't have left Lavitz alone last night.
Alright.
What? You play with Lavitz? How is that, old man?
It was fun. We had some pretty crazy games last night. Like, we played late night gaming, and okay, it got pretty nutty over there.
You had no chickens? You had no chickens?
Haven't talked to that guy in a minute now.
Yes!
Oh.
Chicken!
There's two.
I need a
If you're just
fucking
joining us, in 7 minutes, I will start doing the actual making a video on the ShareFactory.
Oh,
This is like the main menu, and if you let it sit there on the main menu,
Guys!
it'll take you to all those some of the clips that you have. I guess that part wasn't being shown, maybe. Oh well.
I have a forge one. Fire stone staff.
Wah. I recently can. What's new? ShareFactory. Nothing. Probably nothing is new. I really wish ShareFactory would add more music to their library. Tired of having to look for it myself. Well, some music isn't bad. It's a little, well, it's a little bit of both, Robert. I mean, when you record clips on PlayStation itself, what I do is I press that share button, and then I hit, and then like maybe 3 spaces down, it'll say, record or like take a screenshot, and I hit the square button on there to let it clip. And I also have my clips set up for only 5 minutes at a time. You can have it set up to, I think, up to an hour, but
Yeah, up to an hour.
the base setting will be 15 minutes, the default setting. Me, I just got tired of going through 15-minute clips all the time, so I started doing it on, I started putting it only at 5-minute clips. Yeah, I miss out on some things I wanted to clip, but it's way easier to go through 5-minute videos than 15-minute videos.
Yeah, that's
But
100%.
ShareFactory is definitely more of an editing tool. You'll just bring all your clips that you've made on your PlayStation. It just automatically it has access to it. Also, one little tip I'll give, and I'll probably say this again here in 3 minutes. You're gonna want to, when you go to your capture gallery and on your PlayStation, once you if you're, you can see all the boxes of all the videos that you have there. You can press the share button, or no, the options button. I'm sorry, the options button, and there's an option for trim. I actually do that for pretty much all of my clips. I trim them down to whether they're going to be only a minute long or 10 seconds long. I always do that before I bring them over here. I am going to have some clips here that are just the 5 minutes in length, so I can show how you would work with a 5-minute clip if you were stuck with that. But most of the time I do trim them in the capture gallery themselves. It's pretty self-explanatory, and as far as that, I can't stream that part unfortunately either. So this is the main menu, obviously. Here's the import content. You can do all this, import videos, images, music. You can do that all from pretty much any spot in the ShareFactory menu. It just, I don't know, has it here as well. Because I do pull my songs off of a MP4. I Google YouTube to MP4, and it's like a ytemp3 dot something. It's a weird website. But what you do on those websites is you post the YouTube link into it, and you can convert it into an MP4 file, which then I put on a thumb drive, and then I can bring my music or whatever I want. Sometimes I bring sound effects over here and stuff like that, and that's really awesome. You can obviously do stuff with photos. I have not messed with this animated GIF stuff, so I'm not 100% on that one, I'll be honest. I just mainly focus on the videos. So, Robert, it won't let me show it to you because I don't have a PC, so I don't have the capture card to do it. But I will explain it to you how you do a recording. Let's say you just did a play in Realm Royale, right? The fight's over, you want to clip it. Right above your control pad, to the top right, is a button that looks like your pause button. That's called share. Once you hit that share button, it comes up with video clip on the top, screenshot is the second one. It'll just say broadcast or broadcast settings. There's start share play, and then there's save video clip right there, and then save screenshot. You can just pull your cursor down over to that and press X, or if you don't want to move your cursor down there, you can just press square and it'll save the video clip. And you can adjust the time that you want to have those clips through the sharing and broadcast settings, which is all right there. If you click your share button now, you should actually be able to see all those options. There are other ways to record as well on the PlayStation. One is you hold the share button down and it'll start a recording, and then you have to stop it later on. I don't usually do that because I'll either forget to do it or I'll forget to stop recording. It's just a pain in the ass. So, but yeah, basically your share button, you're gonna press that bad boy, and you just scroll down, or just you can press square anywhere on on the share menu that pops up to your left side. You can press square anywhere there. I usually just go down to it and then hit X. What's up, Slasher? And now, Robert, just a heads up. All those clips are going to get saved into your capture gallery. Alright? Inside the capture gallery, let's say you have a clip there. You'll see all the clips in little squares. What I do is, let's say it's the second clip there that I want to mess with. Once you go over there, you press your options button, which is right above your triangle, square, X, circle, just to the left of that. You're going to press that, and you should have some options of either delete, something else, and there's trim as well. Like I said, I trim all my clips before I bring them to ShareFactory, just so that it's easy to, and I'll show you once I get into this new project, why. I'll show you a clip that's 5 minutes long and one that I've actually already trimmed, and show you how it's a lot easier to transition with that. Alright, it is definitely past 5 now, 5:01. So we are going to get into the nitty-gritty. Alright, obviously this is your ShareFactory menu. Like I said before, I don't really mess with the animated GIFs or the photos. Social is just shit with PlayStation. And import content, you can do all that stuff at any part of the video selection. So you don't have to worry too much about that. So when we get over here to videos, you have new project, you have my projects, you have galleries, and my last project. Because I recently rebooted my PS4. No, actually, the ShareFactory is an editing tool, and when you're on, remember I told you that you have a capture gallery full of clips? You can actually press the share button on those, and it'll ask you if you want to, like, how you want to share it, and you can choose an option of uploading it to YouTube through that way. And there's actually a button I could do on ShareFactory, and I'll show it to you, so that you can transfer any ShareFactory videos straight to YouTube from ShareFactory. So I'll make sure I tell you about both ways. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a Poultrygeist video. My Poultrygeist videos are the bugs in Realm Royale. I've just come to name them Poultrygeist 1, Poultrygeist 2, the Werbach, and this one will probably be Poultrygeist 3. We'll go with the Cluckening, just because I'm not feeling very creative. So, this is what the first thing is going to happen when you click videos and you go new project. It's going to bring you to choose a theme. Me, I don't use themes. It still wants you to choose a theme to use. It doesn't matter. Like, if you don't care about these, then it doesn't matter which one you pick, because you're going to get rid of them as soon as you get into the video. So I'm just going to click the comic book one. Alright, and now it's asking me to choose clips up here. Alright, all these comic book ones, you see how they have a little check mark to them right here and here and here? Alright, Robert. Don't worry, you can ask too. I can always stop. It's fine. So basically, I'm not going to use these intros, even though the themes can be pretty cool. I'll give them credit. They're not terrible. I don't need them, though. So we're going to go click that, click that, click that, and click that. And you'll see in the bottom, the left over here, beneath by category, by selected, you'll see this black box over here. And it says selected, 0 clips, time. It says maximum 50 clips, time 80 minutes. All right. I always set that to make sure there's nothing else going over here. While you're going through your clips, just say, like, okay, well, what do I want to upload what do I want to combine in this video? When you're going through here, you can see that R2 is a play button. Bam. You can press R2 and see what you're looking at right here. It'll play it right there. You know, you can L2, you go to widescreen. It just says gameplay recording paused because I entered a block scene. I don't know why I did that, but it'll basically pull up full screen for you. If you press the L2 button, you see at the bottom it shows kind of like a widescreen thing. So what we're going to be doing is looking for my bug clips, and I actually have quite a few saved up. They're pretty much here at the bottom. So we got this guy who's inside his horse. We've all seen that before. That's not one. Most of mine, I know. The reason why I like to trim them beforehand is so that I know what I'm messing with, which clips I'm going to be dealing with. Once you look at them a whole bunch, you're going to know, oh yeah, that one was a bug one. You know, or this one was, you know, not a bug one. Whatever you have to do. So I know a lot of these old ones are for sure my bug clips, and I actually have a couple new ones. It depends on how much work you want to put in it. You could literally just select all these suckers right here, and you can once we get to the start project scene, I'll show you, and then you can be done with it. Me, I like to put a little extra finesse in it. So it all varies how long you want it to, how long it's gonna take you. It's just it all varies. I've had a video that took me, I think, like 3 hours one time because when I make my clip videos, I really want to get them to match up with the music. So if the song is going like hitting a high note and then it's gonna drop bass, you know, I'm gonna want to have like an epic play right there, so that way it kind of works great with the music. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the stream. We are going through clips right now, picking them so we can start this project of what we're going to be doing. All right, well, today I'll be doing a bug video. The bug videos are some of my favorites. There's way many bugs to select in Realm, and yeah. Let's see. And right now, as you can see, it has 9 clips selected, and yeah, I know it's Yeti, baby. I see that. This one is a bug video. Oh yeah, this one's a bug for sure. And even though I'm picking like right now I got 4 minutes worth of bugs, I'm gonna be trimming these all down so that they're not it's not super long anymore.
What the?
They're only gonna be, you know, some of these clips are only gonna be 5 seconds at the end, even though they started with like more than a minute. I know we had one more, and it's this bad boy. Alright, so I got my clips. I got 13 clips selected. There's probably some more bug clips I have in here somewhere, but these are the ones I'm going to rock with today. Alright, once you have all your clips selected, you see at the very bottom it says, you know, select, deselect, that's when you're selecting those clips, and you got square to start project. You're going to hit that square button. Now here is where it says if I want to rename it. Me, I usually wait until the very end of the video to title it and everything, but for learning purposes, I'm going to title it right now. So once you do rename project, it just comes up with here. We're going to call it the Poultry Guys. Three. The Cluckany. Oh, it won't let me go that far, so we'll just title it Poultry Guys 3. In this mode, it won't let me go further, but when you upload it to YouTube, when you're actually selecting the share option, you can change the title there, and I can put way more letters in there. We hit continue. Alright, now, as you can see, I got all my clips here. All the clips are sitting here, ready to be messed with or whatever. And so one thing I do for my videos is I always like to put the music in. If I'm actually going for even the plays, the cool plays and stuff like that, I'll actually pick the music first, and then while I'm listening to the music and seeing which plays I'm going to put there and there, and I'm like, oh, I need to go back to my storage, so as you see the bottom over here, you got X as a plus, you got square as kind of like a wrench, and then circles back. If you hit that X button, you get all these options of adding clips, add screenshot, add track, add music, add transition, add layout, add filter, and add overlay. So let's say you're like, oh fuck, I wanted to add this one clip, I didn't select that one. You just hit add clip right here, and it's going to take you back to that main screen where you can pick all those clips. And you deselect again, and you just hit square, and it'll bring them up to you. But since we already got all the ones I need, we are all set. So, for the music part, because I always add music, remember, the music, you're going to have to get off however you want to do it. Me, I go to, I type into Google YouTube to MP4, and I use one of those sites that you can, it basically shortens the file size or something like that. I'm no genius on that, and I put them on my thumb drive, and I upload them on here. So we're going to add music. And let's say I did need to upload it on from the USB. I don't have the USB in right now because I'd have to unplug my mic USB, but you just click import from USB, and then it'll give you some options to like pick, you know. I don't have that one in there, but yeah. So we are going to go to most recent. Oh my god, I might be screwed here because I don't have my music from earlier and I didn't re-upload it. Alright, hold on. I'm going to unplug the mic for 2 minutes. I'll be silent, but you guys can see how I upload music. And X, you select the ones, and once you select the music that you're going to use, you press square. And as I noticed there is I actually do not have my my Poltergeist music that I was going to use, so I'm actually going to change the music, or the entire video, to something that I would do for cool stuff like that. For like cool plays and shit like that. So I'm going to use this Can't Hold Us, Macklemore and Ryan song. You can press R2 and you can play it so you can hear what music you want to use. These ones that are already uploaded are ShareFactory music. They're not bad at all. I've at least used every single one in my older videos. So if you're doing this for new and you don't have that thumb drive yet, go ahead and use these songs. They're not bad at all. They've offered some really good moments for my videos. So you see the R2 plays it, pauses it, but we're gonna use this "Can't Hold Us" Macklemore song. And because, all right, now where we're at once you upload the music is gonna be the edit music section. All right. So when I hit square, it's not the same options as earlier that was like, add clips. This is where you can really mess with your music. All right, and since I'm actually going to have to pick the clips that I want in this song now, we're going to hit circle. That music is still going to be there. See, it's all right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take all these clips off, and you can just go, once you hit square, this is a good example, you have all these other options. You can edit your music, the clip volume, pan and zoom. Right now, we're just going to delete these guys because, like I said, we're going to switch the video to a Poltergeist to an awesome video. So we're going to delete, and this does not delete the clip from your PlayStation, it just deletes the clip from this project. You will still have those clips saved. Now, you see, I'm at the last one here, but it's like, oh, you can't delete it. It needs you to have a clip in there to do anything. So we're going to go to our add clips. And so we need awesome plays, obviously. Which I got those. We ain't got to worry about it. We need some of my newer ones. This is a good one. That's a bug one. That's a bug one. That can go uploaded. This is a good one. Like I said, the reason some of these are 11 seconds, 9 seconds, 21 seconds, because I've already pre-trimmed them in the capture gallery, which I would highly recommend doing because then you get familiar with your clips. So you're not having to sit here like, oh crap, what was this 5-minute clip about? Oh, I got to watch it all again and figure out what I was gonna do. Like I said, trim it because then you know what clips you're dealing with. You know your library, and that's a big thing to do in these games.
Watch out, one's rushing up behind us. Bitch!
They're pretty bad. Like, it took all 3 of them to kill me.
And because I'm not super prepared for this type of video, it's gonna take me a second to really pick out what I'm doing with who I want to, or which clips I want to upload for this video. Definitely do that one. Now here we're at like more of the 5-minute clips that I told you about. Usually I trim them, but I did not get to all these clips. So what I'm gonna end up having to do for this is I'm going to pick some of them. I know there's plays in here, and we're gonna trim them in the ShareFactory editing video part.
I'm not expecting to see all these sword warriors. What is going on? There's still somebody in the forge too.
I know, I'm heading that way.
People get great.
And also a thing to know about is most of your clips, let's be honest, when you hit your save clip button, you're saving when something just happened. All right? And so a good idea to remember is that, so like these 5-minute clips, more than likely the play I was looking for is gonna be at the end. That's just because it's gonna, when you hit save clip, it's gonna do, well, whether you have it from 5, 10, 15 minutes or an hour, it's gonna do it from 5 minutes before you press that save clip button. So I know for a fact that a lot of these plays I'm gonna be picking out of here are gonna be at the end. And I'm scrolling over here to the very last clip because I know this one was a bug one that we were doing. And this one, yeah, this was my bug one. I don't need it because it's not the bug video. Boom. And remember, it says the Poltergeist 3, but you're able to change the title of this as soon as you are uploading it. Alright, so I'm going to use this clip first because I know this is kind of fresh in my head of what I'm going to be doing. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to trim the clip because I don't need a lot of this stuff at all. I probably won't need any of it except for you might only need 10 seconds of it, but that's totally fine. So what you're doing for the trim clip is you're using your analog stick. Your left and right analog stick is going to tell you like how, obviously how far you're going, etc. Where you want it to end at. Use your right analog stick. The left is for the start. As you see, it says left and right. It's pretty self-explanatory.
So what I'm doing is I remember this because we made this we made this clip last night. I know I'm gonna want it to end there because I remember killing this guy at the end of this clip right here. As you can see on that where I'm moving on the right side, it's moving. I'm like, all right, cool. I killed him right there, and it's okay if you don't have it the exact spot because there's gonna be another way that you can trim it even better, and I'm gonna show that to you. So don't worry. We're gonna go do. Let's see. The fight starts. We'll start it. We'll start right there, just so I can. So that way you can go into it. Be like, okay, what am I doing here? Oh fuck! Oh, it looked like I realized I shot somebody there. So maybe I want to back it up a little bit more. And that's where it is really. It's okay to trim your clips in the middle of the matches because it helps. And and after going back and seeing that, I'm like, I might not want that. But that's okay. We're gonna keep that there for right now. And we're gonna go back to this very beginning part. Because I want to show you how to do certain things with clips, alright? So this is one of my clips that I really want. And, like I said, it's good to have the music ahead of time, have it placed in here, so that way you can be like, okay, I'm hearing the music, is this going to look cool in it? You know, and you just press your D-pad, by the way. Your D-pad is going to be, that's your center rectangle button to play that shit. You just press it right down like a button and it plays. And when you're rewinding and moving, you can use your D-pad as well. Move it left to right. Move your finger on that left to right, and you can go all over the place with it. All right. And also with the music is I specifically trim a lot of the music. So let's say you want to mess with that music. Like I don't want too much of that. All right. Okay. You know. So we're gonna go over here, and like I said, we're gonna edit music. Sorry, you're gonna hit square. Your wrench down at the bottom. You see how it says X plus or square for the wrench. Whenever you want to edit your clips or your music, you hit the square button. The X is for adding stuff. You know, you can add clips, add music, add transitions. All right. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna edit that music. All right. And now you can, while you're here, it's just like being on the clips. You move left to right on the D-pad, and you can move and move to any part of it, or just press it down in the middle, just to fucking start it up and see. Okay, I'm hearing the music. How does it go with the clips? I like that music, but what I'm probably gonna do is cut it out about 4 seconds. Because I don't really need that part of the music, at least for my opinion. So now you're gonna go back to the square button again as the wrench. That means you're editing stuff, you're adjusting stuff. You go there and you can split, you can trim, you can move, you can delete it all, fades in and fade outs, clone music, which is just gonna obviously copy it, and you can mess with the music volume. Me, I want to trim it right now, so I'm gonna go. I saw that I wanted to get rid of like the first 4 or 5 seconds, so. You can see, again, this is just like with trimming the clips. You can move it left to right with the analogs, and you'll be able to adjust the music that you want to. So I moved it up about 5 seconds, and just because you trim it now does not mean it's stuck like that. All right, you can go back. Hello, Autumn. Hi, Barbie. And you can go back and retrim it to add that length in. So you hit X after that, and okay, the music starts up a little bit quicker now. And I think I might be okay with this start right here, but I'm probably going to change it. You can hear the, get pumped up for the music. So I want something that's not like, I don't want actual plays happening there, and sometimes I put a funny clip, but we're just going to put something really simple in there. And again, I still have to trim these clips down, unfortunately. I will have to do that, and that is okay. You're most of them, like I said, you'll want to trim those from your capture gallery, mainly because it's so much easier to deal with these short clips than it is to these long ones. So we're gonna go press that square button again for that wrench, and we're gonna trim this clip. All right. What I'm looking for is like I said, the endings of these clips are gonna be where your plays are usually at. That's what you're gonna be looking for. So as I back it up, and maybe it could have been something that you saved a little earlier that I wasn't paying attention to, but I'm pretty sure it would have been around here. And I actually remember this clip very much as I get into it. We were attacking Valley Forge. I made a mistake that paid off hugely somehow. Alright, so I got it trimmed down now. It's a little bit smaller. So you can press play. And alright, so since I have to trim these clips, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the music. And I'm going to mute it for a little bit. Just so I can trim these clips without having to know, without getting confused with the
40,
music as
60
well.
upstairs.
There's 2 upstairs.
And a lot of this stuff, this slow stuff, walking up to the forge, you don't need that, you know? No one wants to watch you walk up to a forge. So I'm going to trim that down a little bit further until I'm ready to soar up there.
Right there's probably good.
All right, so that way, you know, people aren't, because people don't want to watch you walk to places.
No way.
Fuck that.
Whoa, that was good
Boom.
axing.
You're right into the action.
That guy caught me nice.
Turret's down.
One's chickens.
And it's okay to watch your clip to see what you're going to be doing so you don't mess it up. Because remember, you want this to look good, you know? And
Oh my god!
mistakes are going to happen. That's totally fine. Now, obviously, I don't need that end part there either, of me just shifting through the items. So I can go back through, trim it up a little bit more, and boom. That's perfect. I honestly, in my opinion,
way.
that's exactly what you want to do.
That's good axing. Holy
See,
fuck.
there we go. We got the clip trimmed and everything. Now, I know I've repeated this multiple times, but trim those clips in your capture gallery, because then you don't have to deal with this, which is super annoying at times. You'll find it really annoying when you're running through, like, you're like, oh my god, I have a 15-minute clip here, and I got to figure out where I need to trim that at. It's better, just like I said, better to do it in the capture gallery, because then you get a sense of what your clips are and what you were looking for. All right, and here we go. We're going to trim again. Like usual, the play that you're going to be wanting is probably going to be at the end when you hit that save the clip part. We got right about here is probably where I'm going to want to start at. So let's take a look, see if I got it trimmed where I want it to. Now this is just personal preference. Listen, you don't want, like, I had missed a couple shots there. I'm okay with showing them, but and this is just how you do things. You're not gonna want to see people or show people you missing shots, right? That's totally okay.
Keeping yourself open for trolls.
So it's okay to trim that sucker down to where you just start hitting those shots, because you know you want to make it look good. Make it look good. And we don't need this stuff me running back in the forward. So back it up, back it up, back it up. And sometimes I don't mind ending it with the character mounting up and getting up, because it actually plays well for transitions into videos. It kind of transitions itself. Oh, he's mounted up. Next scene.
Right.
And that's what I kind of like about that. We're going to go through it real quick. And this is a good way. Remember, you can use that D-pad. Go through the clips and see what's going on. This one was actually a bug one. If you'd like, I'll show it to you real quick. This is what I should have used in the bug video. This is why you got to trim them before you come in here. It'll save you so much more time. Because I was like, oh, this is probably an action play. Nope,
baby,
it's not.
I'm
It's just me goofing around.
Holy shit!
So we're gonna delete that clip. Remember, that does not delete it from your PS4. It just deletes it from this project, because you're not using it for this project.
Gallery.
We're gonna scroll over. All right, I know, and again, once you know what clips you've clipped, you're gonna know when you want to start adjusting those bad boys. So, and like, of course, I remember doing that. So we're gonna go, and there's nothing wrong with cutting out your mistakes. All right, if you make a mistake, it's okay if you don't want people to see it. Like, I don't sometimes like to show my mistakes, and that's okay. And you see, that was a 5-minute clip that I just turned into, what, 47, 38, a 9-second clip. That's going to happen a lot. You're gonna be like, holy crap, I just had a whole 5 minutes that I only turned into, like, 4 seconds. All right, now we got most of them trimmed now. Let me make sure that there's no super long ones. This is a super long one. That's unfortunate. Sometimes you'll find out, like, this is why it's okay to do 15-minute clips, because sometimes you'll be like, oh man, I wanted more of that, and you only got so much of it. And so that one was a mistake one that I'm going to end up just deleting. And, all right, so you can see what this bar means right here. This is all music right here. That's how long your song is. So you know that, all right, I'm going to need, it ends at 2:51, and it goes up to 411. So I'm gonna need like another minute and 20 seconds of clips. So you just press your X button for the add, and go ahead and add some more clips. You should have them. I know I got them. You just go ahead and pick what you want in there.
Off the ground, bro.
I'm gonna do this really quick too. I think I already picked that one in the video.
Hey, there's a guy.
We'll do that one.
They were pretty bad. Like it took all three of them.
I don't want that one.
Boom.
Watch out, one's rushing.
All right, I got my 3 other clips, and you see this time it actually goes in the. There's 2 bars here, right below where I'm scrolling at right now. Right below there, you'll see a blue bar and a green bar. All right, that green bar is your music. Maybe it's a white bar. I'm colorblind. But the one above that is your clips. So as you see, I'm going over the music right now. But I also know that I'm not going to keep these full minute clips because what you can do, and I will be doing that, is you're going to be fast forwarding some moments of these clips. All right, especially like this one. So we're going to work on this one especially right here. So what you're going to want to do, you're always going to want to watch it and see what's going on. All right. As you see, I shot the guy, he shot at me, but for the rest of this stuff, it's just me aiming. You're not going to want to show all that. So that's where your time bender is going to come in store, and your split clips. Splitting clips is important. It's going to be annoying, or not annoying. It's very vital to do it. So we're going to go to split clip because I know I've already shot him, and in fact, I'm probably just going to take it all out to the point where they charge me because I don't really need it. So we got this part right here. It's a good time to split it right here. Confirm split. So what it does is it just cuts it, obviously. It's self-explanatory. With this first part, I don't need it anymore, so I'm just going to go ahead and square, delete clip. Bingo. And now your clip is shortened. All right? So what we're going to do here now is do some time bender stuff. So we got this part of me walking around the corner. I don't need to show myself walking around the corner that slow. So we're going to go back to our split clip. And I do want to show me hitting this shot just because, it's the point. You want to show your stuff off. All right? I hit the shot. All right? It's about a second. You don't need any more. You split it. And then you're gonna scroll over till when you're ready to basically go back to normal speed. And I would want to go to normal speed like right before they show up. So we're going to go X, and then you hit confirm, split clip. So now I got this little piece of clip here that I don't want deleted, but I don't want people to have to sit through. So also, when you do split clip, by the way, I meant to tell you this, you have an option right here where, as you can see, your bottom bar has changed. It has X for where it shows it kind of like the real splitting, and it has square for trash. If you hit square, it's going to be like, hey, do you want to delete this clip? No, I do not. All right. To get out of this part of splitting clip, just hit circle, and look, you're back to that main options. All right. And now we're going to use the X button. We're going to add, nope, we're doing square still. My bad. We're going to go square, and we're going to go time bender. All right. Time bender is for you can slow down speeds or fast forward speeds. I don't need much of that. It's already short enough, so I'll probably just do 2 times speed. Also, there's another part of it. You have step and smooth. Step, it says the current selection will step over some frames to produce a fast forward effect, and then smooth, the current selection will combine frames to produce a smooth fast forward effect. The final result is only visible in the exported video. I mainly go with smooth, but I have seen some times where step fast forwarding looks just fine. But for this example of this video, we're going to do everything. Make sure when we do time bender, we're going to smooth. And then boom, you see how it's the little square and it says 2 times? So when I go back to it now, it's like, whoa, that's all fast forward now. Bingo. I don't need them to watch me slowly walk around a rock, right? So you're going to want to fast forward those moments. I'm pretty sure the rest of this video, I do not need to go fast forward because everything is already pretty fast in it. We get 2 attackers, boom, boom, attacks, and it's in. So I don't, listen, this, again, how I said you want to make yourself look cool, I don't want to show myself getting chicken, unfortunately. It's okay that I got chicken there, I killed 2 people, and I didn't even end up dying either. But I'm going to take that part off. So we're going to go back to that trim part, and you're just going to barely move that right analog stick to the left until you can see that it's gone. Boom, right there. You can see I'm not chicken anymore, and you just hit X, and bam, you got your trim clip. This clip's a pretty satisfying clip. And because I have split it up, if you're going to move, you are going to end up moving these clips somewhere else in the video sometimes. So if you do, make sure you're pulling all of them over. So you move this first one. Let's say I'm going to have this start with this one. All right, you're going to move this all the way to the... Actually, I'll just do that for an example. And you go over, you press your square button, you hit move clip. L1, L1, L1 is to move left, R1 is to move right. And I want these to go at the beginning. So I'm going to move that one. You're going to scroll back over. You got to move your fast forward one so you don't just have these random clips just showing up. Right there. And we're going to move the end part of it. Boom. And now it all looks clean.
I wanted to watch floats right that person.
Something else that I do is I will, unless there's something really funny said in the video, like I want people to hear it, I don't need that clip volume in there. I don't need people to hear us talk. I don't need to hear people hear us fast forward. So what I'm going to do, and this is for an example for just like what I usually do for a lot of them, you're going to press your square button, and you can see clip volume over here. All right? Now, you can obviously increase it or decrease it. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Now, if you just want to individually turn this one clip's volume down, but you want to keep others, you do this, and you press your X, your confirm button. You see that? How it says X to the bottom, confirm, square, select. But since I'm going to mute every single one of those clips as audio, you're going to press down, and you see the little box next to apply to all is highlighted. You're going to press square, so it has that check mark in it. And then you just hit X, confirm, and now none of my clips will have audio in it. They're all quiet because I'm going to be putting music in it anyway, so I don't need our voices in there. Now, we're going to go back to, I want to make sure that these clips sound great for the music. So we go to edit music, press your square button, because your music is part of these clips in a way. It's underneath it, but that's why you hit square the square is your monkey wrench, so you're monkey wrenching it. So you press square, go to your edit music, and then you press square again because I'm editing it. And I want that music volume turned back up. Because now I'm ready to actually put the clips to the music. 100% is good. I usually don't go over it. And yeah, that's all you really need. So, now we go back to main, and we're going to see how does this look? How does it feel? I'm actually already okay with it. It's a good pumped up music. Warning. Fair warning to everyone. I use music that will not get monetized. Alright, if I were to ever try to get monetized, probably most of my videos would get ripped or I wouldn't be able to have any fucking money. This song might get muted as well. It's all kind of experimental. I've had Queen songs that work. The only song I ever had not work is I was making a Christmas video and I had a bit of Rihanna and Kanye West in it. It was like probably 10 seconds. In the whole video, like I got an email going, hey, this can't get uploaded, da-da-da, because of this. I'm like, oh shit, that sucked. But beware, that's why I would say stick to ShareFactory music, or on YouTube there is a channel where you can type in NCS music. That is non-copyright sounds. That way none of your music should ever get ripped off. All your stuff should be able to just, non-copyright means no one has a license on it, so you're able to use it. Alright, next step. We got my first clip. I like it. It works okay here. You know, you can always fast forward a little, see how it is. And you're like, just like with the first clip, you're gonna make sure, how's this look? You know, does it look good with the music? Does it work with the scene? That's all up to you. You don't even have to put that much work into it. You can literally just pick a song and just have your clips there. That is totally fine. All right. Now back to some more editing of them. All right. Sorry. There's going to be moments like, all right, this is a good moment that I'm going to want, you can see me doing a heroic leap here, which I'm actually going to edit this music volume, so because it's loud on my end, and I can barely hear myself, so I don't know if you guys can barely hear me, so I'm going to turn it down, but just so it's still there in the background, and I can hear it. There's a new pack somewhere, probably behind the TV, baby. Yeah, hold on a second. Sorry, Kim's interrupting. Alright, so when this scene coming up, I'm going to be doing a heroic leap and a kill in midair. Now me, I want people to see that. So, we're going to go back to that split clip moment. We're going to split the clip, and you're going to put to exactly where you're going to want to split it. And you remember, you're using your D-pad, that middle rectangle thing, and you're just rolling your fingers across. You're not pressing down on it. Pressing down on it will play the video, but you're just, moving it left to right. So I want that moment of me being in the air highlighted. So we're going to go back to right before I jump. You're going to press X, confirm split, and now you need this. Now, since I don't want this whole thing to be highlighted, you got to go to where the end part that you want highlighted, which will be probably right about the land is what I'm going to do. And because it's jumping up in the air and something's happening, remember to always hit circle after you split that clip so you don't accidentally delete anything. I'm probably going to want to slow it down. So I'm going to go to time bender. I'll go to half speed. Remember, we're using smooth for this whole video, just so we got that down. And then you can see, oh, look at that. It's slow mode. It looks good. And there's also another thing you could do. When you hit X, you have transitions, you have overlays, you have filters. What I'm going to do is it the edit overlays? Yeah, it is overlays. So we're going to do square and edit, or sorry, you're going to hit X on this one, and you're going to go to add overlay, because there's no overlays to edit, obviously. So we're adding overlay. And these are where you can find stickers. There's all sorts of goofy-ass stickers. I've used some of them. I'm scrolling down right now, and I'll show you, like, I use the follow, subscribe, and like in pretty much every single one of my videos. There's imported images, which I do not have any. I have not had to import any images. And there's text, which these means you can type your own words. So you can literally put what you do this and you're like awesome, and you can move it around and decide how long you want it in there. I don't want that in there. So and that obviously I just typed that out and it gives you these options of what you want to do. Once you type out the word, you'll hit circle and then it's like, oh, what do you want to do with this? I don't want this, so I'm just gonna delete it. But you can do that with the typing or the text. Now, camera effects. I don't actually use a lot of these. So these are all going to be pretty experimental with me. But I feel like they're going to be cool. So we're gonna try out the stomp one. All right. The opacity is, I cannot remember what opacity is. I never adjusted the default settings on that. Is totally fine for me. You got camera settings. You can make it more intense, which makes the stomp, which we can view it to see what's happening here. We got slow-mo, and I really don't. I guess the stomp does not much. So as you can see, I don't like that one. And we can even intensify it, make it last the whole clip, And it looks like it just kind of does like a skipping kind of. I don't know what it means by stomp now. Since I don't like that, we're gonna delete that. But I will add a pulse one. I've used the pulse one before, so I know this one. We're in camera settings. We're going to intensify it a little bit more. We're going to do the camera duration. We want it. See, I don't want it for the whole time. I just kind of want it during the initial, like the landing and me throwing the axe. So we pop that right there. You can also transform it, which I think that is just to. That one's a little weird on my part, to be honest. Maybe it does go by size, which is weird because I've never seen this camera. Let's see what happens if I do it like this. I haven't done a lot of these camera effects, so these ones are still new to me, but we'll check it out. So we hit circle. We're gonna see how it looks. That looks kind of cool. I'm not opposed with that. And it looks like how the camera effects works is it just pulls that square that I was at, and boom, you got your scene set up for with effects and all that shit. Transitions are another thing that I personally do not use. I don't think you need them. Transitions would be like the comic book transitions are actually pretty cool. I'll give them that credit. There's static for like TV. I don't need transitions, but if you want to do a cool title page, like put your own title card on there, which I'll show you how to do as well, and then add a transition, that ain't bad. So all I'm going to do is teach you the title card real quick too if you wanted to add that. So you go to the very beginning of your video and you press your X because you're going to add something. You're going to want to add an overlay, or I'm sorry, let's say you're doing the title card, add a screenshot, because basically that's going to be an entire thing. I use a lot of these as my ending moments. So let's say you were to pick the cloud one. The clouds move, it's real cool, and you hit square after that, and then bam, you got this square, this this screenshot right here that the clouds move, and you can add lettering to it. You can add stickers to it. You can even add the transitions. Again, I don't do those. Those are gonna be more on if you guys want to try it out. And I'll do one just to show you what it looks like. We'll do the comic book one, and you can see what it looks like. See, it does that kind of shit. But again, me, I don't need them. Not my cup of tea. All right, so we've got our first couple clips going, and this is something I do a lot. I'm gonna sit here and watch it over and over and over. Make sure everything looks good, because you're doing this for people to watch and for yourself, man. You don't want to watch some doo-doo. You got to really pump it up. So you're gonna watch your beginnings, your middles, your ends a ton of times. I do it all the time, and it's totally okay. So I'm liking it. All right. Now I'm noticing something about the second clip. I don't really need the run up, or at least the mount moment. So what I'm gonna, and that's okay. You're gonna notice shit that you're like, I don't really want that. So I'm gonna go back to the trim clip, and you're using that left analog to go to the right, and you go do. I don't need that. I'll probably actually do it from just the jump right there, because people get it. I'm jumping on my mount. Boom. That's it. That's all you need. And right there, I don't need the reload part. I want to show the shooting the bullets like crazy, but I don't need the reload. So we're gonna go to that trim clip, and we're gonna pull the right analog stick over to the left until it's right at that point. And you just move it very slightly on your analog to get that feel. You'll see it when you do it. If you move it like fast, it'll go whoa. But if you do it just slowly, you can really like go by second by second by second and see what you want. And boom. Now, again, remember the 2 bars I told you about. What your main goal for, especially if you're going to do music, is you want that green bar to be the same length as your clip bar, because otherwise let's say I didn't adjust it, we'd get to this part of the video, like, okay, the music's still going, and they'd be like, well, what the fuck? It's just quiet now. You don't want that. I've never wanted it. You want that shit to be exact. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're going to the third clip now. Third clip is what we're going to be working on next. Alright. Oh, actually, I'll show something else too. Let me find the right clip to do it, because this was something... Alright, this is a good clip to do this on. So in this clip, I'm throwing a skull from like really far away. I'm going to get the kill. Right there, right? Now, I want people to know what's happening there, right? So what I'm going to do is a couple edits here. We're going to split the clip first. We're going to go to where I throw it. That's what I want to do. I want to go to where I throw the skull. So we're going to move up with your D-pad just a little bit, and boom, that's where I'm about to throw it. So we're going to go back a little. And it'll sometimes jump forward when you're doing this. It is finicky at times. But that's just what we got to deal with when we're using this on controller. So I'm going to split this clip right here. And then I'm going to show the throw. Right about there. And I'm going to split it. What I want to do is I want people to see what just happened. So I'm going to clone that clip, actually. So it's kind of like it's going to repeat itself. It's like, boom. Boom. And then... right now, because you're like, wait, I just saw a skull there. And yeah, you can see the kill feed. We all play this game. We know better. So, but to really, like, you want people to notice what just happened there. Yeah, we're gonna split the clip again. Yeah. Right about where you can want it. Right where I want people to see the kill feed. So we're gonna split it. And you have to, when you do a split, it has to be at least for a second. So we're gonna hit confirm split. And then we're gonna hit, remember, always hit circle after you're doing that split, or it's going to ask you if you want to delete things. But I want to edit this with my wrench, all right? And I want to pan and zoom, all right? I want people to see the kill feed. So I'm going to go, you zoom up as much as you want, and we got it right there. So then when you go back and look at it, you're like, okay, so what did I do here? Let's see, does this look good? Throwing? Okay. And then bam, it shows the kill feed. So that way you are really expressing to your audience what you wanted them to see there. Because that's a big thing too, is if you just have random stuff happening, then how is somebody like, if somebody was brand new to this game and they were looking at your YouTube video, they wouldn't really understand what was going on unless you did that kind of stuff. Now I'm also going to trim this down a little because, yeah, I'm doing a little circly woohoo dance, but no one's really going to get that. So I can trim it down pretty much to the right about there. And boom, we got the next play. That's why I really do like to end a lot of my scenes with being on a mount, because it kind of transitions itself. So that is how you would do something like repeat, do a repeat of a play. I'm trying to think what else would be a good example to show you guys that would help. But I feel like everything I've covered is pretty much what you need. Here, we'll do something else. So, in this scene right here, what happens is I end up, like, ice blocking against these guys. Now, this is all up to personal preference. Me, I think I want to add, like, a ha-ha-ha, because these guys are just hitting at me at my ice block, I'm probably not going to keep this in here, but I'll show you what it is anyways. So you hit that X button for the add, because you're going to add something to the clip, and you go to add overlay, alright? And then you're going to go to your stickers. Now, let's say, I'm not for sure if there is a ha-ha-ha sticker in here, but we're going to look. So we're going to scroll down, and a lot of these stickers I don't really like. I think they're kind of dumb. I've used a couple of these troll face ones. Those can be kind of fun. But we go down, and look, we don't got a ha-ha-ha, it looks like. So I've done it in the speech bubble, but you probably don't need it. We're going to go over to text. Whoops. Text. And you pick the letter you want. Doesn't matter. We go ha. 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 Alright. This text duration that it's going to first pop up with, don't worry about that, because you're going to adjust it better after this. So just hit X, confirm. Alright, now there's the text duration you're going to worry about right here. Because then you can scroll with your left and right analog going, okay, where do I want this at, I don't need it forever. I just need it just during the ice block. So that way you can edit it to where you want it to be, and it's not just lingering on your screen forever. So we got this. And yeah, that looks pretty much in all the places I would want it. Alright, so we're going to go transform now. You transform means you can move it around. You can move it around with your right analog stick, and your R1 and L1 is how you increase the size. R1 to increase the size, L1 to reduce the size. Your L2 and R2 is going to let you rotate it. Just like that. L2 just goes backwards. And you can also hit align, which is going to center it with your with the clip. Usually it just puts it on the side. Sometimes it puts it in the middle. I'm pressing it looks like it does all three. On the left side, on the middle, and the right side. Alright? You got that. We don't want it either huge either. So we'd put it down here. We might even put it more down here so that people can see what's going on and they're not focused on the lettering. Alright? And then you can do color. Change the color of it. This is what I like to do for my text stuff. There's text effects, which I'd say, unless you really want to dive into them, I don't really see them really good. Sometimes they just have like this weird shit, it's just okay, that's just some dots in it. And sometimes you can barely even see the letters because of the text effect. Fuck the text effects. Text animation, if you ever want your text to do anything, the beginning animation is all going to be like flying in, sliding in. I don't want that either. Most of the time, you don't want that because it's going to distract the viewer from what they're seeing. They're like, oh, whoa, these letters are popping up. What the fuck? You want them already there. I usually use like a middle animation, and I go either marquee or rainbow. Rainbow is a real easy one to do. Boom, you got the middle. You don't need an ending or a beginning animation. And then you can
just make a party, man.
Let's see, text effects. Or I did that. Color, it's not going to matter much because it is rainbow, but we got it anyways. I guess it does change it up a little. You're right. It's doing red, yellows, and greens instead of rainbow. And then hit your X, and your X is going to bring you back to choosing what overlay you want to add. We don't want that. We're already here. You hit circle, back, and then boom, your effect is in there in the video. There you go. You can see it pop up. And if you're like, oh, you know what, I don't really like this actually, you just press square on the screwdriver part of the menu down here at the very bottom. You press your square button and you go to edit overlays, and it's going to show you on the left side of the video here. You can see the haha letters. If you have more there, you can press up and down to decide which overlay you want to mess with. And if you're like, I don't really like this one, you're already highlighted on it because this is the only one on there. You just press your square button and then boom, you go, oh shit, I can edit everything. Delete, you didn't like it, boom, there you go, and it's not there anymore. We're going to take a pause. Does anybody have any questions over all the stuff I've gone over? I know I've gone over a whole lot, but if someone has a question for anything, I'd be more than happy to answer it. All right, and so remember how we have longer. This is a longer clip right here. All right, there's a lot going on in it. It's totally fine to have a longer clip, but you got to remember, people aren't going to be wanting to sit here and watch like 20 seconds as a chicken. That's a long time for to have people watch you. All right, so what I do for stuff like that is I'll split it when I get chicken, because it's okay to show yourself getting chicken, man. It's okay to show yourself getting dying. You know, it's all how you want to express yourself. So we're gonna clip that. We're gonna split it right there, maybe about a second or two as a chicken, and then we're gonna scroll by. Nothing to see. Nothing super happens. I know a mage rushes me, but fuck that bitch. And then we actually are gonna end up getting chickened again. So it is totally okay to do some shit like this, where you go to like. And that's a good thing about the chicken is you can see that timer right there. Oh, I got 1.6 seconds. A good time to split right there. And then we have all this extra room right here. Speed that up. Go to time bender. I sometimes do 4 times and go to that. You know, I'm doing the smooth. You can do step. I really don't see much of a difference, to be honest. Except for maybe it focuses better on smooth. And we got this. And this is where it does kind of get annoying. When you do 4 times or 8 times speed on the time bender, it just does this shit. It skips like crazy. That will not be your finished product. Your finished product comes after you, once you complete it and you, what the fuck's the word I'm looking for? I'll remember the word later. But once you save, because I don't upload my videos from ShareFactory to there. I save the video and it goes into my capture gallery, so that way I can watch it in my capture gallery. Did I like it? Yeah, let's upload it. Because you might make your whole video and you're going to sit there and you got to watch it too. You can't just upload it without watching it. You're going to sit there and watch it like, man, I really didn't like that spot. This ShareFactory, you can always go back to this project that you did. So you're going to, let's say at the end, we're going to save the video to the capture gallery. Here, I'll even do that right now, just as an example. So we're just at the main thing. We're going to hit circle, right? There's share video and exit, and that's where you share from here. I don't like doing that. Save project and exit. Don't worry about that either. You do save video and exit. What it's doing is rendering. That's the word I was looking for. I'm actually going to cancel this part. Rendering is when it's going to make all the fluid motions look good, the speed ups look good and everything like that. And when you go back to the main menu of ShareFactory, and I'll show that at the very end, it has previous project, and you can there's 4 square options at the main menu. New project, gallery, prior projects, and something else. The bottom left-hand corner is going to be your prior project, so you can just jump right back in it, and it'll have all these splits already set up for you and everything. One thing, too, is, and I'm going to have to edit some more of these clips down. You see how we got this music tag right here, a little extra music? There's nothing wrong with going through your music and trimming it a bit. Me, with this song, I'm not going to want to do that. So, and one thing I always do is I add an ending screen. So we're going to go to this final clip right here, and just right here at the end here, you're going to press your X to add something, and we're going to add a screenshot. All right? We're going to do the fire background because that one's always good. And it's okay if your music lingers in your exit screen. That's totally fine. So this way you can go over here and you can be like, what I do for my shit pretty much every time is I add the overlay, I go to my text, and I do my thanks for watching. And it's already saved on my shit because I use it all the time because I want to thank my audience for watching. You do that. All right, now here's where your text duration matters. For like these kind of shit, you want that text showing the whole time on here. So you see the left and right analog? You're gonna the left and right options there. You're gonna pull your left all the way over and make sure you pull the right over. Even though it already looks like it's fully at the end there, just pull it over, make sure it fully is, or else it might cut off a little early, especially when you add other stickers and stuff. So which is what I'm gonna do. So we got that part right there. Text is fine, size is fine. I don't need to add color, or if I do, I don't know. We'll check out this color. Looks good, right? And now let's say so we're done editing that. Let's say you want to add another overlay. You're gonna hit circle from here, and we're at this weird like edit overlay screen. All right, you hit the X button on this screen, and you get to add another overlay. So we go over to stickers. And we're gonna go over to like I like to put on the subscribe or the like buttons. You know, we're gonna do a like. Do not remember again. I said earlier, don't worry about this part of the duration. Fuck that part. You can edit it right here better with going boom and boom. Pull your left all the way over, pull your right all the way over, as far as your analog sticks. X, and then, all right, we got to transform it. You can move it around with your right analog. R1 is to increase the size. And I like to, you know, my setup is pretty simple. I do a like here, hit X. I already have the duration set up. All right, I don't need anything there. I'm going to hit circle, and we're back at the edit overlay screen. X, add another like. I try to make it as close to this other size as possible. Put them at the corners. I don't need anything else right there. Then we're going to add one more that I like to do, which is the subscribe. Put that sucker right in the middle. Remember, move your left all the way over, move your right all the way over, so you have the duration perfect on there. Transform. We're going to increase it. Remember, R1 is to increase the size. L1 is to make it smaller. All those things are at the very bottom of your screen that you can see. We're going to have it big. Now, here's something also. Remember we talked earlier about the sticker animation? This one, it takes out rainbow. You can't rainbow this one. So for these ones, I do sometimes like to put a little, either a wave, just kind of gives it, you know, animation to the end. And, you know, you're going to hit circle again. You're back to edit overlays. You don't want to add anymore, correct? You don't need to edit it either. Remember I told you press up and down on your D-pad. That's how you see that they all get highlighted for whichever one you want to work on. I'm all done with those. You hit circle again, and boom. You go right here, and look, there's your ending screen. You can do a lot with that. You can you can add your own letters. You can add your own pictures. As far as the screenshots go, you can pick your own screenshots off of a computer, save that to a thumb drive, and upload them to here, and you can use that. I've just been kind of lazy, and I've just always used those screenshots that are at my disposal. All right. I think I've basically gone over everything you need to do. We also just a little tip. If you're wanting to watch it and see how it works out, you press you're pressing your D-pad, not your D-pad. I'm sorry, the touchpad. You're pressing the touchpad. If you press it all the way down, it plays it. If you press it again, it stops it. If you move your thumb left to right on it, or any finger, you can just move it like that. But we're gonna do that, and you hit L2, and look, you got full screen. It says it's not showing. It says gameplay recording paused because I entered a block scene. So you guys might not be seeing this, but the L2 button does make it go to full screen, so you can kind of see how it all looks. I think I've pretty much covered everything that you would need to know for the basics of ShareFactory. Tracks. Okay, tracks are weird. I didn't mess with tracks, but I'm going to show you what it is. When you do a track, it actually will let you record yourself, and it see how it says the right side is like a camera microphone option. When I do have a camera plugged in, you can literally record yourself on the side there. And we'll test that real quick. We want to record audio. This was me teaching everyone how to make videos in ShareFactory. Test 1, test 2, test 3. All right, we stop. All right. Once you use your touchpad to go backwards here onto it, you can edit it. You can trim it. You can delete it. You can split it. But if you were to keep it there, let's say we're hit circle, go back. This was me teaching everyone how to make videos in ShareFactory. Test 1, test 2, test 3. So let's say you did want a dialogue into it. You can. All right. And now here's where let's say, remember, we're on this clip right here. It only, it ends here and it starts here. I don't want to keep that track in there. You hit square, your screwdriver button there at the bottom. You hit square and you say edit track. Remember, I myself, I don't want that. Delete it. Boom. That is 100% everything you need to know about editing a video. Are there any questions? Because I'm pretty sure I covered everything you would need to know. Now, I myself, I'm going to make some touch-ups on this video before I upload it today, but I'm going to end the stream now because I feel, like give you guys your chance to go out and make your own videos. If you do have any questions, my people on my friend list, you already know how to get a hold of me. Anybody else, you can comment on this video when it gets uploaded. I'm on Reddit as, I believe I'm Captain Floats on there. Nope, I'm Sir Floats on there. That's weird. But, yeah, I mean, feel free, message me on PlayStation if you have to. Captain Floats is my name on there. Captain Floats is my YouTube. It's my Twitch. Yeah, and that's about it. So we're going to end it right there. I hope this was helpful to some of you guys. And, again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Sir Floats on Reddit. I post a lot on the Realm Royale Reddit there. The PS4 community Realm Royale page. You can literally tag me in there, James Floats, and I will respond if I can. And yeah, everybody have a great day and good luck out in the battlefield.